Hi, friends. I'm Royce. I'm one of the board chairs for Justice and Jubilee. I've been active in my community as an organizer for many years, far too many to count. I have found a new home with Justice and Jubilee, a home where I can join with others to find creative solutions for the places we call community. Today, I wanted to talk about justice. What does justice mean to you? Having surveyed a small group of Having surveyed a small group of people and had lots of conversations and read many articles on the subject, the responses are wide, varied, and diverse. The responses are just as diverse as the people that I talk to. Some see justice as equality. Some see it as the ability to get what you need. Others see it as a way to right your wrongs. Some see it as an advocate for the vulnerable. Some see it as making other people's problems their problems. Some see it as revenge. How do you define justice? The English noun justice came from the Old French justice or justice, meaning uprightness, equality, vindication of right administration of law. We have personal definitions such as right your wrongs, healing, growth, restoration, and we also have societal definitions. Needs-based justice, merit-based justice, penal system justice, restorative justice, and advocating for the vulnerable. That's me. That's us here at Justice and Jubilee. We're here for it. I find myself in an altered state. Let me clarify. I find myself with a questioning attitude about everything. But that's really nothing new. I've always had that mindset. Being a part of Justice and Jubilee is a place where I need to be. It's providing me with an opportunity to be my authentic self. During the COVID pandemic, life has presented its challenges and unique opportunities. What opportunities, you ask? The opportunity to step back, shed a new light on how we're being called into community. A time for introspective reflection. What is it that we can cast away? What deserves our attention? What keeps rising to the surface and keeps getting pushed back down, buried under pain and heartbreak? That might belong to someone else, but we feel responsible or destined to intervene. I found myself ready to stop talking at people about issues and start talking with people to build relationship. At a time when we seem so divided, what better time than now to develop and cultivate relationship? So back to the question of justice. I don't know about you, but I'm constantly asking myself, is justice being served? I've questioned my theology and the biblical teachings passed down from generation to generation. I am feeling the need to take personal responsibility for my own understanding of spirituality. I am feeling liberated, free from a doctrine that has rendered me less than and not worthy. A doctrine that has tried to find justification for such horrible undertakings, for things like slavery, hunger, poverty, injustice, the Holocaust, conversion therapy, addiction, human trafficking. We could go on and on. This has been a time of healing and growth that continues to empower me to make other people's problems my problems. The virtue of justice requires not only that we judge fairly, but that we judge ourselves fairly. While justice is important for each of us in our personal lives, it becomes strikingly important when we think of those in positions of power. We need leaders motivated by love of justice. Leadership without an inner moral compass inevitably ends in the abuse of power. Just people are wise in the ways of fairness, equality, and mercy. Just people mind their own business. Do they? Except when they see and call out injustice, speaking truth to power, which they'll even do at a personal cost. Justice questions authority. That's me. I'm always questioning. Just people are wise in the ways of fairness, equality, and mercy. Just people also question themselves. This makes them honest and non self deceptive. They vigilantly maintain a clear conscience. Just people recognize their own mistakes and faults, so they are forgiving of others. They respect who they actually are and not whom they merely wish they were. And their authentic self respect makes them respectful of others. People who are just do as they say and say as they do. Their word is their bond. They are capable of great loyalty and fidelity, but not without limit. The central moral principles of justice require us to give proper respect to one another. Justice pays proper attention to what we have in common and to what sets us apart. Another way to fail justice is by judging ourselves to be less than worthy than we truly are. This is sadly common among oppressed peoples, but it also arises among the affluent and powerful under the guise of the imposter syndrome. Don't get me wrong, humility has its place, but we shouldn't overdo it, nor let it interfere with the intellectual courage required to call out justice. Those who unfairly put themselves down or servile, for whatever reason, are doing themselves an injustice by willingly accepting less than their fair share. Bringing justice fully into our lives, thinking in terms of it, will make us more circumspect. We are all too fallible. But it is often the case that we are much better at spotting faults in others than we are at spotting faults in ourselves. Our blind spots are conveniently located to keep us from seeing our own weakness. Life is neither fair nor just. Good things happen to bad people, and bad things happen to good people. This, however, only increases our obligation to be just and fair as we can be, to be honest with ourselves as well as to others, to try to correct injustice when we see it, and to do as much right in this unfair world as we can. So I leave you with this: 3 simple rules. Do no harm, do good, and stay in love with God, however you define that, through the universe, through the cosmos, through the Creator, or the One. Well, friends, thanks for chatting with me today. Peace. Love you.
Hello, my name is EJ Wogaman, and I will be singing Meet Me Here from Craig Hella Johnson's Considering Matthew Shepard. I will be accompanied off camera by Zach Lay. Please enjoy. Meet me here, won't you meet me here? ends and the horizon begins. There's a balm in the silence, like an understanding air, where the old fence ends and the horizon begins. We've been walking through the darkness on this long, hard climb, carried ancestral sorrow for too long a time. Will you lay down your burden, lay it down, come with me, it will never be forgotten, held in love so tenderly. Meet me here, won't you meet me here, where the old fence ends and the horizon begins. There's a joy in the singing, like an understanding air, where the old fence ends and the horizon begins. Then we'll come to the mountain, we'll go bounding to see that great circle of dancing, and we'll dance endlessly. And we'll dance with all the children who've been lost along the way. We will welcome each other, coming home this glorious day. We are home in the mountain, and will gently understand that we've been friends forever, that we've never been alone. We'll sing on through any darkness, and our song will be our song. We can learn to offer praise again, coming home to the light.